Well folks, we're here at On the Wheels Motorcycles down in sunny Brighton, and look what we've got hold of. One of these. The Sinnis Terrain 125cc adventure bike. And yes, they are L plates. Ooh-ha!
I've been a real bad boy on the town all night. Starting to calm down with the morning light. I'm down in the dirt.
Right then, wow, compact and beige. Actually, that's not bad at all. It feels quite good. So, what are we going to do today? Well, I've got this bike for about a week, and I think today, this will be the first ride. So, we're going to use Kalimoto, plan a route, destination. You're not going to see this bit. And I think we will go, let's go mega twisty route. Bosh. 74 miles, 2 hours. Right, so we've got a route. We've got a bike, let's hit the road. So, got the dash, gonna need some fuel at some point. I've got earplugs in, I can hardly hear that. Right, ooh-ah. Right, I'll give you a little stats on this baby. 125cc, 12.5 I think it is, brake horsepower. Wow, this is the only adventure bike which you can ride with a CBT license. Now, before you start thinking, this is ridiculous, Bruce, why are you on this? Let me point a few things out about this bike. This bike here, not this exact one, but this model, I have a couple of friends, Paul and Holly. They took two of these bikes and they rode them all the way to Mongolia and competed in the Mongol Rally. These things can travel. I've got to admit, it feels gutless to begin with. It really does. But it is surprisingly roomy. That's really weird. An idiot. What a f***. No idea I'm here, no? Just gonna ignore me? Jesus, folk, that's what you've got to deal with. People like this. Yeah, you accelerate off in a hurry, you d***. Anyway, so, I'm sure you'll be surprised to hear, that is the throttle twisted to the max, and I'm doing... Oh, actually, what is the speed limit here? Is this a 30 or is this a 40? Let's not beat about the bush with this, folks. This bike is not, it's not designed to compete with big bikes. It's not designed to compete with the GS's, the Super Adventures, Multistradas, all these sorts of things. This bike is to give an entry-level access to touring. Oh, didn't want to go down gear. Right, there we go. That's it in first. Yeah, this bike is designed to give you entry-level access to touring. Get yourself a CBT license and you can ride this. It's actually quite fun. I'm enjoying this. Now, I was speaking to a young lady there on your wheels who owns one of these. She's had one for quite a while, and she was telling me that out of one tank of fuel she could get around 400 miles, she said. I find that quite hard to believe, because I imagine this is about a 10-litre tank. Not entirely sure. I'm going to fill up with fuel soon, get a full tank, and then we'll be able to judge for ourselves. But I have heard these are really economical, so we shall see. I've been told that these will go sort of 55-60 miles an hour downhill with a tailwind. Yeah, I'm not imagining I'm going to see anything like that, but you never know. I'll take it on a bit of motorway and have a look, see how we get on. But most of this period with this bike is going to be on good old B roads, some A roads. Let's see what it's like. So, first little test, we are heading onto the main A27. Now, these cement lorries are being very kind and trying to pull over to the side to let me by. Well, folks, I just don't think there's going to be any need for that. We'll see though, we'll see. But there's a downhill, so we'll get some speed up, but then there's a long uphill bit as well. A lot of traffic behind me, so let's get the traffic out of the way and then I'll see if I can put an overtake on. Fourth gear, 45 miles an hour. Go on, get up that hill. Get up that hill. Go on. Yes! We have overtaken. Yes! Now, there's only a piddly wee screen on this, but I tell you, it's either because it's doing a fantastic job and it's deflecting all the wind everywhere, or we're not going quick enough. But I don't feel any wind. 60 miles an hour! 60 miles an hour! Oh, it's only 5 gears. I was looking for 6. So it's only 5 gears. I didn't know that. Come on. Come on. Go on. We'll come off here. It's a good job. Because it's dying. Go on. Oh, we're down to 1 bar of fuel as well. Need to find some fuel. Tell you, the brakes aren't too bad. They're not Brembos or anything, but they're not bad. They do the job. Police car. With just my luck, I get tugged in one of these. Tell you what, need some fuel though. Yeah, that'll do. Right, because it's Corona time, let's keep the gloves on. Let's see how much the tank takes. Oh, old school. The whole tank, the whole nozzle comes off. Supreme or Premium? Well, let's go 95. Whack it in there, and the winner is, I reckon it's about a 10-litre tank. So that is pretty much up to the brim. 9.5 litres, and we were at below 1 bar. So yeah, I reckon it's about a 10-litre tank then. Bosh, done. I do pay. A lot of people ask. I do pay for my fuel. Let's go and get that done. So I just filled up with fuel. I've zeroed the trip computer. So we'll see how many miles we get to this tank of fuel. I mean, the good thing about this is a 50 mile an hour limit. And I'm still, well, not quite into 5th gear yet. I'm in 4th gear and I'm doing 42 miles an hour. But you know what, folks, this is not a fast bike and it's not designed for that. This is an entry-level machine. This is to get people into biking, it's to get people into touring on a bike, or it's just for those people that don't want a great big hulking machine. Already, riding along on this, it's an enjoyable place to be. It really is. The suspension is nice. It's not so soft that it's making me seasick, but at the same time, it soaks up any bumps that have come my way. Ooh. Nationals, if only. Seating position's lovely. You know, I've got great vision everywhere. I wasn't sure if maybe road presence would be an issue. Well, it's either the sight of a 20-stone gorilla sat on this thing, or the bike itself doesn't look like a 125. You know, it's got good proportions to it. I say it all the time. I'm a reasonably big guy. I'm a big fat lump, 6'3", 20 stone. I fit on this bike, no problem. It is not an issue. I've certainly been more sort of curled up on some sports bikes than I am on this. Seating position feels lovely. My knees are slightly bent. The pegs are in just the right places. Handlebars feel great. Controls are all nice and easy to get to. Even the mirrors are brilliant. I mean, okay, we're not going particularly quick, but there is no problem coming from vibration off the mirrors. They do the job beautifully. I can see right round my big fat belly and shoulders and everything. It's not a problem. Again, some bigger bikes, the mirrors are atrocious. On this, they do the job. So far, I'm impressed. Okay, Hero's on, Session's on, 360's on, sync them up. Now hopefully the 360, hopefully that could show you what I look like on this bike. I don't know, do I look ridiculously big, or you know, what's it like? The bike doesn't feel bad at all in proportion, it really doesn't. So far, it's alright. It's actually alright. Come on, we're in the Nationals. Why are you doing 45 miles an hour? Come on. Wow, look, they've cleared all these trees. That used to be thick woodland up there. Wow, it's opened it right out. God, that's crazy. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I did think to myself, where are we going? Well, at least we get another run at this little bit of road. 60 miles an hour. Yeehaw! Do you know, it's sort of national speeds, it's not a bad place to be at all. Like I said, this tiny little screen actually does provide some protection. I don't feel buffeted at all. Down to 30. There we go. Hamsey. I do find the indicators don't want to cancel. I'm making a point of pushing the button all the way in, and you seem to have to do it 2 or 3 times before they cancel. Right, I'm going to turn off the 360 because I've got a big spear sticking out. Now, I've done about 60 odd miles of rail back country, twisty lanes and B roads. And I'll tell you, this is not a bad bike. This is not bad at all. I'm now onto still a B road, but I've set the Kalimoto for the not quite as twisty option. So you get the super twisty option, and then there's one above that. That's the one that I tend to find is better for normal riding. The super twisty one's great fun if you've got, you know, adventure bike or enduro or something like that, and you really like the scratching down the lanes. But for proper road stuff, one up from super twisty. That's the one I find. But anyway, back to the Sinnis Terrain. So Sinnis Terrain 125cc. These bikes, they get a lot of criticism. People are quite snooty because they're made in China, and people are just, oh, it's cheap rubbish, blah 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 blah. It feels a good bike. It doesn't feel like a tiny little 125cc. This thing feels like, well, one of the good 400s that are out there at the moment. It doesn't feel like a tiny little bike at all. It lacks power once you start getting on any sort of incline, certainly. You're down into second gear, you're sitting at sort of 20, 25 miles an hour. But then I am, you know, 20 stone. So you got to bear that in mind. It handles lovely. No dramas with it. I mean, you're not getting massively excessive speeds, so for the speeds it does, it handles great. Brakes are fine. God, this place is full of suicidal squirrels. That's all I've had all morning, is squirrels running out in front of me. So far, at least, this is just the first ride, but so far, what a beautiful building. So far, I'm quite impressed with this, I've got to say. So weird to see all these pubs just empty. How are you folks getting on? How are you getting on with lockdown? Bump. Yeah, the suspension's not bad at all. It does the job. Right, let's get out of La Village. Nice, it's quite an enjoyable place to be, this. This bike comes with a full set of panniers, so it is the only adventure bike on the market where, as standard, you get a full set of panniers and top box. It's a 40-litre luggage set. You can expand them. There we go, look, see on this hill, I'm in third gear. Well, I was fourth, down to third, dropping down. I was 40 mile an hour, down to 33. Literally twist the throttle all the way to the stop there. Come on, Ivor. I'll tell you what though, it is quite a nice sort of relaxed way of riding though. Having a much lower cc bike, you get the same sensation of speed because you're working the gears and you're twisting the throttle right round, but you're not doing breakneck speeds. I'm going to enjoy this week. I've got this for the rest of the week. I'm going to be out and about as much as I can. The problem now is that you know, I'm committed to churning out 2 vids and a podcast every week, so I've got to try and fit in my time to ride. But these review vids don't take too long, so where are those lovely nationals? Or even a 40, be happy with a 40. Oh, some beautiful houses. 40! Hoo-ha! Ah, we're at 40. Nationals! Go on, that's it pinned. That's me wide open. Come on. 48. Woo-ha! Yeah! Ooh, we got into 5th gear. Yeah! Woo! Flat out 55. Woo, woo, woo. Ooh, bend. You never know what's round the bend. Me, by the sound of it. Come on, we can nearly get to that speed restriction. 49.50. Right, let's jump it, let's jump it, let's jump it. Okay, maybe not. Let's find somewhere and we'll stop and have a chat, finish this off. So folks, the Sinnis Terrain. What do I think? Well, that's not a bad bike. This is an entry-level bike to get people who are CBT license holders or perhaps don't want the massive big bikes, the big engines, that sort of stuff. It's to give you a taste of adventure, and that's exactly what that bike will do. It's perfectly adequate. It'll do whatever you need it to do. You can even go 2 up if you wanted to. I wouldn't go 2 up with me on it, but it will go 2 up. You can carry some luggage with you. Again, yeah, all right, 40 litres. It's not a massive amount, but you wouldn't want to carry a load of gear on here. You can, and I will be introducing you to people very shortly who did. But that is not a bad bike. Do you know, that's about, I think it's 2 grand, 2.5 grand. 2.5 grand brand new will get you that bike. I mean, there's not really a lot not to like if you're in the market for smaller cc bikes. 12 horsepower, 12.5 horsepower. He struggled a little bit with me on it, and you would not want to be on major roads with this. Definitely stick to your A, B roads, back lanes, that sort of stuff. Have a look, what do you think? You saw the beauty shots at the start, what do you think of it? Let's have another look now. Yeah, so it's not a bad looking bike either, is it? It comes with a centre stand even, as well as a side stand. There's no bells and whistles, there's no cruise control, there's no heated grips. Nothing like that. The indicators I found quite pernickety. It didn't want to cancel a lot of the time. I was pushing down, making sure I was pushing on it, and it still wasn't cancelling. So I don't know what was going on there. All in, folks, that is not a bad machine at all. If you're in the market for the smaller cc bikes, definitely check out Sinnis Terrain. Sinnis have got an entire range of different models, all I think around the 125cc mark. So if you are a CBT holder or just coming into the world of biking, check them out and have a look. All right, folks, hope you've enjoyed this one. Massive thank you to everybody who has been hitting the subscribe button and ding-donging that bell. We have smashed through 40,000 subscribers. Can't believe that. It's phenomenal. Thank you very much for all your support. All you patrons out there, thank you very much for all the support, folks. It really does blow my mind, this. All the messages of support about the videos and the new podcast. I'm glad everyone's enjoying that, because so am I. Stay tuned. There are lots of very interesting guests coming your way. All right, folks, keep on keeping on, keep on doing your thing. We are nearly out of this lockdown malarkey, and we'll soon have freedom. Look after yourselves, folks. Look after those that you love, but most importantly, get on out there and live your life. Woo-ha!